Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go!
Ottawa Red Black. How does that feel?
Feels great, man. What a blessing and an opportunity. No, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to, go there and be myself.
Okay, so be yourself. Could you be yourself in Saskatchewan? Like, what? I don't want to read too much into it here, but I like to listen to people. What do you mean by that? Be yourself.
Oh no, I don't read into it at all. No, it's just the words I chose to use. It means nothing at all
Okay.
like that. Um,
Okay.
yeah, when I say be myself, it's just be positive, bring a good energy,
Yeah.
bring football, things like that.
More what you're bringing to the team. Okay, I get it. Did you have an idea after the Grey Cup that might be your last, that it wouldn't maybe work out in Saskatchewan? I guess that's how I'm trying to phrase it.
No, actually, I had no clue. I wanted to return, very much so. I love it over there. They treated me with nothing but, respect and no, I love Saskatchewan. I have nothing but love for Saskatchewan. Um, I didn't really know uh, until maybe like that last week in January before the window opened.
Yeah.
I really wanted to return, but it looked like after a certain point, we just weren't going to be able to come to terms. I had never had the intention of being the highest paid. You know me. I'm not a guy that's leaving for money or anything like that. For me, it was a matter of going where people love football and going where I was respected and wanted. Those are my two biggest things. It just so happened that this was my value in the market, and that's how it kind of played out. But yeah, it was never my intention. It's something that's kind of happened.
Did you feel like maybe, like, you didn't leave for the money, AJ, but did you feel like maybe you weren't respected for your efforts with Saskatchewan, maybe their initial offers or where it was going in that direction?
See, it's tough because realistically, no. Realistically, no. I think there's a few parts of it though. I mean, as a GM, I feel like it's his job to get the best players for the cheapest amount of money.
Right.
Why not try to do that? That's how you maintain and continue. I can't really blame anybody for that. That's also the business aspect of it, where those guys are the ones that decide where the money goes. If it's not, with me, it's just something you got to kind of take to the chin and keep pushing. But in reality, I'm going to go with no. It wasn't necessarily the most respectful towards my contributions to, not only the football team, but, I've been a part of that team for 4 years, and I've been in that community because I loved it over there. I wanted it to be, home. I wanted to be with the people, talking to anybody, helping out anywhere I can. So not only like my contributions as a football player, but as a leader,
Yeah.
also as a member of the community. I didn't
So
think.
were you surprised then? Were you kind of surprised by their attitude, or their stance, I guess is a better word to use instead of attitude?
Uh, I try not to use surprise because reality comes at you real quick. It comes at you real quick. So um, it's I mean, I'll go with yes. I was surprised with how it it started and how it shaped up. I really didn't see it going like this. After we won the Great Cup and everybody wanted to return, and everybody, you hear it everywhere all over the media. We're gonna run it back. We all wanted to, but again, it's not my choice or decision to say who gets paid and who doesn't.
Yeah.
They made their choices, and I'm not gonna say unfortunately. Realistically, I wasn't one of them, and
Yeah.
at the end of the day, what when one person one man won't do, another man will. So
Yeah, and Ottawa did. They brought over you. They brought over C.J. Rivas. They got Jake Mayer. So you got and Habby. You got some guys coming over with you, which is nice. Kind of makes it feel like home. But you're going back closer to home. So all's well that ends well. That's why you're smiling like a butcher's dog. What did you like about Ottawa's situation besides the guys I mentioned coming with you? Because I think you were probably there before those other guys even signed on the dotted line.
Yeah.
So you were kind of the trailblazer. But what do you like about the Ottawa situation?
I'll start with the coaching staff. I like the coaching staff they have over there. I like, especially when free agency opened. I'm a respectful dude as well. I appreciate time. I appreciate yours, and I hope you appreciate mine. Sean Burke called me at 12. Ryan Dinwiddie called me at like 12:10, 12:15, and then Coach Fields called me at like 12:45. So it's like all three people that I would want to talk to in a free agency period to determine whether I'm going where I'm wanted or to determine whether they love football all called me within the first hour, and that means something to me. That really means something to me. So that's one thing I like with the coaching staff. I like what they're doing with how we're building a roster, man. Every time when I was a Saskatchewan Roughrider and we played them, the games weren't easy, right? Those guys are tough. They're physical. They care. Their record definitely didn't reflect how they were as a football team. Winning is hard in the CFL. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy and that every team's going to go out there and win, 6 to 9 games and whatever. Winning ain't easy, and I do feel like the people that they brought in and me especially is I'm going to be able to help with those small changes that determine whether you win or lose a football game. And it is small, right? It's the small details that really dictate, winning 24-17 in the Grey Cup or losing 23-20 in the West. You know what I'm saying? Like those are what matters. So I like the situation that I got going over there for sure.
Yeah, two more quick questions for you. You got to be proud though. Like guys don't like to brag. You're not a bragger, but you got to wear that as a badge of honor. You get the nice payday after grinding on special teams and then becoming a starter. You get the nice payday, so that's a nice thing to hang on your mantle. And you come over as a Grey Cup champ, so you got some swagger coming over. You've got that Grey Cup champ behind your name. You got a payday. Now it comes with pressure, but that's got to be kind of a proud moment for you, I would think.
It is. It truly. Again, it was nothing. It was never something I wanted to do or try to do. But again, I'm a realist. It is something, definitely something to be proud that the hard work is paid off, and that I'm acknowledged in what I'm able to bring to the table and what I have done. I wear it as a badge of honor. It's cool. One day I'm going to be able to tell my kids that I was the highest paid linebacker in football.
Yeah,
and that's
awesome.
A lot of people could say. And that's definitely something to be proud of and wear it on your chest. But like you said, the work just starts now, man. Now it's time to earn the money they gave me, and all the things that come with it.
Yeah, so do you carry that chip on your shoulder, like if you circle those Saskatchewan games on your, like I know you still have friends, like I was talking to your old roommate Nelson Lacombo, he said I love that guy, I'm all for that guy getting money, same with Logan Furlan, so you got lots of buddies for life that you want a championship with, that doesn't go away, but you must have that shit circled on your calendar for when you go back, not for the guys in the field, but for the guys making the business decision, like you made a wrong decision here, I'm going to show you what A.J. Allen can bring to the table.
And you see, I've thought about that myself too, and actually I don't.
Okay, I would.
That's not even. That doesn't have to be a chip on my shoulder. Because again, I have nothing but love for everybody in that. I understand that business decisions have to be made, and it's unfortunate that I am one of them. Right? That sucks, and that's sad, and disappointing, and frustrating. But also at the end of the day, I feel like in order to move on. Right, I gotta be able to move on with their decisions and also move on with mine. I'm proud to be an Ottawa Red Black. There's nothing to be ashamed of that. That's something I'm proud to do. I'm excited to be an Ottawa Red Black. I'm excited to be in that building with those teammates in that city. So I feel like in order to move on, you can't be circling dates like that. That's just me personally. At the end of
Yeah,
the day, they're going to be a team that I have to kick their ass. That's the reality of it. My job
yeah,
is also to go 1-0, and they're going to be in my way at one point. So I'm going to prepare the same way I did when I was over there in order to achieve my goal and our goal to win the Great Cup. But
yeah.
no, I don't have an extra circle them on my calendar, nothing like that. I mean, it's always cool to be able to, I'm going to be able to kick some people's asses that I highly respect, and they're going to have to scheme for me and not just in practice. And I think that's sick. All the trash I talked in practice, now it's time to back it up.
Now you
All
can
the
do the
times,
games.
all the times I told Trevor Harris, "Hey man, it's not gonna work on me," or something like that. Something along those lines. Now it's time to actually prove it. So,
Yeah.
but no, I don't have no chip on my shoulder. I've always been, like I told you before. I've always been trying to prove myself right. That's
Yeah.
all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to prove KO wrong, Mace wrong. Nobody. I'm just trying to prove that I am who I say I am, and I do that with, being me. I'm not a vengeful person. They just gonna be in
No.
my way at one point.
Yeah, that's true. It'll drag you down for sure. So lastly, yeah, excited to see in Ottawa red, white, and black. That's going to be great, man. Great place to play, great stadium. You're going closer to home, so it's win-win. But just wrapping up your time in Saskatchewan, anything you want to say to Rider fans? Do watch this show because that's kind of where I'm based out of. You've got, you came here as a young guy. COVID kind of got in the way a little bit, but you cut your teeth on special teams. Like I said, you get to be a predominant starter. Excuse me. You get the bag of money and you leave with a Grey Cup. It ended pretty well here, buddy.
All I can say is thank you guys, and I love you guys over there, Rider Nation, man. It'll never be anything but love. I got my opportunity there, not only to play, but to play on specials and dominate, to start, to be a dominant starter, to win, and to win a Grey Cup. I got nothing but love, and just to say thank you. And on top of that, you guys got the best of me. And I made sure that on day in and day out, whether that was in the community or on a field or in a nursing home or in a Tim Hortons, whatever the case may be, you guys got the best AJ Allen out there. And I hope that means something to somebody.
Wow. I'll tell you what, as a guy that's covered you for a while and as a media type and then become your friend, it meant a lot to watch you here. Can't wait to see you in Ottawa. A great Canadian in the Canadian Football League. Thanks, AJ.
I appreciate you so much, man. Thanks for having me. It was an honor.